I can plot 2 points on a graph, or should I say a rectangular coordinate system, and calculate the distance between those 2 points by using the distance formula, as I have shown in the distance formula video. And in that video, I connected those 2 points that I created and created a line, also known as a line segment, as you see here. We can now use those same coordinates that we derived in the distance formula lesson and use them to find the midpoint. In other words, the point at the middle of the line. Let me show you the graph that have the 2 points. Well, this is the graph that have the 2 points that we use and that we are going to use to solve for the midpoint. Now, I am not going to reiterate this lesson. The only thing that I'm doing now is showing you the coordinates and the line segment. As you can see, point 1, or should I say P1, is equal to -4 and 6. And we initialize these coordinates as x1 is equal to -4 and y1 is equal to 6. The same thing for point 2 or P2. P2 is equal to 2 and 3. We initialized these coordinates as x2 is equal to 2 and y2 is equal to 3. Now we are going to use these coordinates and line segment for the midpoint formula. Let's take a look at the formula. As you can see by the formula, we will obtain an x value and a y value. Inside the parentheses of the formula, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 will give us our x value, and y1 plus y2 divided by 2 will give us our y value. And once we obtain these 2 points, we will plot them on the graph, and it is here at this point we shall be at the midpoint of the line segment. So let's write down our coordinates and stick them into the formula. So at P1, x1 is equal to -4, and y1 is equal to 6. And at P2, x2 is equal to 2, and y2 is equal to 3. As a matter of fact, let me use a different color so you can really see it. So let's start plugging it in. So we have -4, which is x1, plus 2 divided by 2. And then we have y1, which is 6, plus y2, which is 3, divided by 2. This is our x value, and this is our y value. So let's start with our x value. Let's evaluate it. So we know that at the top, -4 plus 2 will give us a -2, divided by 2, which will give us a -1. So x equals -1. So let's go over here to the y value. I'm going to go ahead and swoop it over here so it don't get mixed up with the x value. So we know that 6 plus 3 is 9. And we're going to divide that by 2. And we get 4.5. Oh, what? Hold on. Why did I write a -4 for the x value? That's supposed to be a -1. So we have our x value and we have our y value. So let's plot this on the graph of the line segment that we previously had. See where it leads us. So let's write down our points. X equals -1 and y equals 4.5. All right, so here we go. Here goes our -1 up to 4.5, which would be right here in between the 4, which would be in between the 4 and the 5. And yep, that's it. That is it. Let me use a different color. So we go to -1, 4.5, right there. And that does look like that is right in the middle of that line segment. Right there. It does too. Wow, I love that. It's amazing how these formulas produce factual data. Factual data. But anyway, I will end it right here. But my next video uh, will it's going to be about using an equation and then plotting our points. After doing so, we will see what kind of shape we create after connecting our points. So thank you and see you soon.